What's up, guys? James Palms here. It's September 20th, so almost the end of September here. And I was just taking a quick walk around, looking at some palms here that I've grown for people that say palm trees don't grow in Canada or can't grow in Ontario. You can do it if you want to. It's a labor of love, so I got lots of palms here. This is the only one that's not a palm. There's a hot pepper plant there, but yep. I got lots of these washies. I got about 20, at least 20 or 30 more of these. I'd get rid of 1 gallon washies like this if anybody wants them. They're making good fronds. They're acclimatized to sun right now. They're rooted out. Like they all need to be repotted into 3 gallon size. Like this. I have a couple 3 gallons too. I'm probably not going to sell them. I'll probably just keep them for next year. These are all palms that I've collected the seed and grown here in Ontario. This banana, I bought that plant, but it's grown from this seed. These I grew from seed. Most of these, the queen here, this crappy looking queen, Sagres Romans-Offiana, is not, and neither is this. These came from Florida, but all the other stuff there I grew from seed. It's a beautiful morning. It's September 20th, I think. Pretty sure, so it's the end of September. And we were close to a frost last night. A little bit of frost on the roofs in some places, but mostly down the grass was alright. Down on the ground. And the plants, that doesn't matter. These palms can take it anyways. So this is a beautiful hybrid palm there, and another one here. Flowers are still kicking ass. Just a couple. I'm not very good at doing flowers, but it's just a video, just a quick little yard walk around, showing off some of the palms here that have been growing for quite a few years now in this area of southern Ontario. Zone 6, I guess, zone 6B, 6A, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know, it's cold. You can get, here our temperatures, we can get down to around, we can get almost minus 20. Usually we don't quite see minus 20, usually minus 18, minus 19 Celsius. So around 5, minus 5, something like that is about as cold as we can ever get. Minus 21, 22 is the coldest I've ever seen in my life here in my area. But it would still kill these guys. It's still quite cold, but if you do protection, if you watch my videos and you do some protection, and you'll see the same palms growing year after year. That's what I document. So anyways, this was one of my favorite here. It's been in the ground here. This is its 3rd growing season. It was planted in spring 2017, I guess, or 2017. Maybe it was planted in spring 2018, actually. Either spring 2017, I think it was spring 2017, so it had 2017, 2018. No, spring 2018, because it would have had 2018, 2019, 2020. This is 3rd growing season. So, and yeah, it's definitely a lot taller than me now. About 8.5, maybe 9 feet to the top of the fronds, probably about 9 feet. About a 6-foot fence there behind it, so. And it's got quite a good spread. I think that's an 8-foot. I'm pretty sure those are all 8-foot sections, so it's a little bigger than 8-foot spread. Garden's still doing good. My wife took out a bunch of stuff yesterday, and it's mostly just peppers now, but they're getting more sun with all the beans and other things. My wife was trying to make some thing here with washi fronds, trying to weave them for something she was doing. I don't know. Anyways, sable palmetto here. Oh man, it's actually opening another frond down there. I can see it opening another one right now. It's got this one here, it pushed out, it made 3. That's usually what it does, it makes 3 leaves. These ones are not as far out as they normally are, considering how hot of a summer it was, but I think I didn't water it as much this year. So it's opening it's actually trying to open its 4th. It's not going to push it out enough that I would consider it being opened, but anyways, I just thought I'd do a full walk around palm trees growing here in southern Ontario. These ones here have been in since spring 2017. I planted these were both Florida. This one here, this Trachycarpus fortunei, and this one here, they're both Trachycarpus fortunei planted from Florida. I believe they're a North Florida strain, and I planted them here in 2017 spring, and it's now fall 2020. So this is their 4th growing season. And I planted it here. It never flowered before it came here. It started flowering the fall when I got it, and this is one of the first flower spikes. So it's grown about a foot of trunk now, roughly about a foot of trunk, and that was after the growing season. It started flowering. It put these spikes out in fall. It was flowering at the wrong time, being from the Florida, from the south. So it might have been a little further down here. So it might be about 13, 14 inches of trunk over the 4 growing seasons. They do grow a little bit in the winter too. Definitely slow down though. They grow all year long. They're always pushing, but they like the summer heat, of course. And this one here has been in the ground for just 1 year. I cut off one of its pups. It has 3 big plants and then a couple other ones. It's a musabaju, Japanese fiber banana, cold hardy banana. So I just cut it to the ground, and I threw 1 bag of mulch over it. I put a bit of styrofoam around the ground and threw a bag of mulch over it, and that's it. And a tarp. Threw some of my leaves on it too when you're done raking. So there's the other look at this guy. This guy here had no leaves on it basically in the spring, and that's all basically 1 season's growth. You can see these are the tattered ones that got burned from the bitter cold. The Christmas lights weren't working too good in the box there. I didn't really check up on it enough. I'll do a better job this year. That's my female. As you can see, all of her babies underneath it when I cut off the seeds, or birds planted them, or they just fell. But tons of little seedlings there. They're even mixed into my grass. I noticed palm trees mixed into the grass. You just notice the big wide. They always look different. They look kind of like a blade of grass, but you'll notice they're wide and they got the ribbing on them, so you can spot them in the grass. I think I seen one right over here by the Mexican fan palm last time when I was cutting the grass too. Well, yeah, here's one right here too. There's a couple more closer. You can kind of see it though. Tucks in, blends in, but there's definitely a bunch in here. They're mixed in everywhere. I'm sure birds and squirrels planted them. They'll probably get more coming up next season. So this is this is just to my waist, about 3 foot or so tall. I'm quite tall. Mexican fan palm that I grew from seed. It'll be 3 years old actually tomorrow, I think. 21st, from the time I brought home the seed, basically. There's the trunk. It's definitely expanding now. It's got lots of fronds on it too. It grew about 5 fronds here since I planted it. I planted it midsummer, or almost late summer, I guess. Oh, midsummer. Planted it at the end of June, I believe it was. So, and it's made 5 fronds now. It's opened 5, and it's just about to open the 6th one, I believe. Actually, yeah, I think it's starting to open right now. It's 6th frond. It's in a little bit of shade right now. This the only time of the year this tree provides shade for this area is this time of the year in the fall here. It's a giant black walnut, and it has all its leaves on it. It loses them pretty early, but it doesn't get them. It's the last tree to get them. It stays bald for a long time in the spring. So when the sun's at a lower level in the spring, it has no leaves, and then when it gets its leaves, the sun clears it for my area. But I believe it's going to be coming down. I'm hoping so. That would give this area full sun, even in the fall, which would be quite lovely. Anyways, yeah, so this video is just palm trees in Ontario. It's sort of an update on that. I've done many videos, and obviously, of course, most people think you can't grow them, but this is proof you can if you want to. It's a styrofoam box with Christmas lights and an extension cord. And if you're doing like 1 palm, I mean, it's so easy. It's going to take you less than an hour to winterize it and less than an hour to unwinterize it. So if you have a pool or a jet ski or anything like that, then you live in this area, it's no more work than that. So, and if it's something like that you enjoy, and in fact you get to use these a lot longer because you enjoy them right till the winter frost comes. Or I mean, you can go, you can keep these basically uncovered till just about Christmas. I've seen other people do. And then you could cover them up for December, January, February, and then you open them up in March. I've seen people open them up in February in my area. If you only have 1 or 2 palms, you just build a box and you just take off the sides on all the warm sunny days and put them back on. That works really good, but of course I have quite a few, so I did do that the first year a little bit more, but I don't do it much anymore. because it's just too much work. I'm excited to see this one I grew from seed grow up over my patio here over the years. It'll be pretty cool to see. I'm sure lots of people watch this. There's my cat. She loves scratching on the palms and just rubbing against them. These guys both have about 6 feet of trunk, and then my washi over there has about 3 feet of trunk, 2.5, 3 feet of trunk. And then that one there, my palmetto there, has about 9, 10 feet of trunk. Slowest growing palm though. It's not really ideal for this area. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone else, but I've got it there, so what are you gonna do? This is my favorite for this area, or for any area really. Just protect it well. It's just a beautiful palm, and it's so effortless to grow, and it keeps growing, and it grows fast. So that's what I mean when I say it keeps growing. Sorry, it grows very fast. This is basically all this season's growth. These lower ones that are right on the ground were a couple of the ones from this year, from that last year I mean. But the bulk of them I've trimmed off. I've got to have trimmed off at least 10 fronds already that were on the ground, and I got to trim off more. So it makes at least 20, 30 fronds a season for sure. And that doesn't even equate to its overall height. It definitely pushes feet of height and width of trunk and height of trunk as well. So if you're gonna grow one, just grow that, or a windmill. They grow fast enough. Like, they put out 10 fronds a year, so it's enough that you can still get some relative growth without worrying about protecting. Because some people say, well, this is gonna get too tall. Well, you can cut the leaves off, and I'd easily make a 20-foot box, which would get me, oh gosh, lots more years. And then you might as well grow it for as long as you want, and enjoy it. And then if you got to let it go one year, let it go and start another one, or keep other ones from seed so you can start them along. And when that one gets too tall, you can plant it right beside it. When that one gets too tall, hit that one with a chainsaw and have the next one. And then people say, oh, there's no point in growing a plant that has to die one day. Well, we all have to die one day. So unfortunately, all energy is borrowed from Earth. It's all borrowed from the sun, and it's got to go back one day. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I know it's a little longer than I thought. I thought I was going to make a really quick little walk around. This is not my typical yard video. This is more just for everybody that wants to see me growing palms here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. And I do lots of videos on how to take care of them and what to do, and about lots of things: bugs, winterization, general protection, and just general growing of palm trees. Obviously, I specialize in winterizing because that's where I live. So, and cold hardy. Thanks for watching, guys. Later. Oh, it's a little later on the same day. I just thought I'd get another shot of the sun, of the palms in sun in the afternoon. So yeah, if you would come here right now, you wouldn't believe this is Ontario, Canada, but it is. And that's what they're looking like in the sun this afternoon. I should tell you it is a chilly day today. By chilly, I mean room temperature with a slight breeze. So I don't know, high teens are right around 20 Celsius, which is, I don't know, it's right around 60 Fahrenheit maybe, or no, 60, 70, 71 maybe, or 68, I don't know, right, high 60s or low 70s, I'm not exactly sure. Just about to go in the hot tub, but I just thought I'd add that in, and that's how they're looking in the sun. So yeah, I just moved some of these over here to get the afternoon sun, hibiscus and stuff. And yeah, anyways, so if you want to grow some palm trees in your yard, don't be afraid. And this is kind of filling two voids here, so I was planning on making this video, and somebody also asked for a full yard update, so I think this suffices. If you want to see anything else up close, you can write in the comments below. I actually might show you one last thing, because some people ask for more in-depth sabo palmetto and stuff, and I know some people are interested in the palmetto. So when I took down the box, it had a bunch of dead fronds. It had this frond here, which I trimmed all off. It kind of looked like shit. And this was the center spear. when I was opening up the box. I left the box on for a few days extra, and I let the heat kind of build in there with the lights and mild temperatures in the spring. And this leaf got a little flimsy, but it stiffened up when it came out, but it pushed it up a little more and started to open it just as the box was opening. So that was leaf number 1. And then there's a full leaf behind it there, you can see. Leaf number 2, and then there's a full leaf here, which is leaf number 3, which you can see the petiole right there. You can see it in the front as well. So you can see it there. Anyways, and then there's another one right here. This frond here is trying to open. Not really trying to open, but it is going to open this way. The bottom of this frond is right here, right at the part where the crown kind of opens up. So this one will get out of the way in a few days. We still have, I think we got some more 25, 26 Celsius, so decent growing weather coming. Good angle of the Washingtonia. So and actually the windmill too. A nice angle from this angle. Afternoon sun. So we should still get some decent growing weather out of them. So hopefully we'll get a little more. I don't think I'll get that other full frond, but nevertheless. So thanks for watching again. Later.